Hi, I'm Todd. I grew up in Chicago, actually the suburbs of Chicago. It was a pretty great youth. You know, I thought I had it made. Here I'm like 7, 8 years old. My dad has 3 sporting goods stores. It all was fantastic until, you know, the Walmarts and the shopping malls started kind of making it big, and so the specialty retail space really wasn't the place people went. All that being said, after a number of years, it just really wouldn't make ends meet, and we ended up having to eventually file bankruptcy. I was 12 when we moved from Illinois to Texas. The first couple years, my parents were struggling financially, and I do believe that's really what drove them kind of to the point of divorce. It was definitely a tough time. So when I was in college, you know, I was all about C's, get degrees, and through a couple of those classes, I did meet a girl. She went to church, so of course that enticed me to go to church. Even though I didn't believe in church or Jesus. So eventually, as the relationship continued to develop, we got closer. We ended up living together. Then the idea was, okay, we're gonna buy a house, furnish the house, get a dog, and then start having kids and that type of thing. We got as far as to buying the house, furnish the house, get the dog, and I was like, okay, now it's time to have kids. And by that time, she said, you know, I don't want to be married anymore. After the divorce, I felt broken. I felt my identity was gone. And through that, I went to, ended up going to church myself. Within the next, you know, probably a month or so, I ended up getting baptized, and I met a great friend who I talk to this day. We decided to check out another church, a non-denominational church called Gateway Community Church in Austin. So I met Jennifer at a party, and we hit it off really well. As Jennifer and I were dating, I was struggling with my job, as in just the interest level and the passion for my job. So through Gateway, there was a couple that actually provided a free service for those who were looking for new jobs. So I went through that, and everything came back to sports, and tennis was really the primary one. And I ended up getting a job at USTA Texas. And after 12 years, since it's a very flat organization, there really wasn't promotion opportunities. So there was an opportunity that arose here in Lake Nona at the USTA National Campus that was just built. It's the largest facility in the world. It was a really, really cool opportunity to be able to take that, and I still do that today. So it's a funny story on how we found Nona Church. The first day there, we greeted some fellow Austinites, and then within the next couple of days, we were at lunch with Colin and Stacy, and it was a very warm, welcoming thing. So when I was at Gateway and just getting to know people, there was a sports ministry that was just barely starting. And I started helping out with that a little bit. And when I came here, I was thinking, you know, that's a great opportunity if it ever arose again. And when the basketball group started up on Tuesday mornings, I was like, well, I'll just take it on and help out. And then just through that, you know, we've had hundreds of men for the last, you know, probably 4.5 years now, have been playing basketball with us at 6 a.m. in the morning on Tuesdays, and allowing men to have an opportunity to connect. Everything tends to go back to what I've learned in Austin through men's groups, and we would just learn how to connect, share with each other, both, you know, good and bad things, and just being able to bring that into Nona Church, and just allowing men to kind of connect and then let God make the growth and bring other people in to plant the seed and let that seed grow. I'm hopeful to seeing one day the impact that these ministries have made, and the unknown connections and the unknown movement in people's lives in their journey that happen through just the the environment that has been developed through these ministries.